What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spoilers. I'm Oscar, and I know I'm not Joe or Colin. They're unfortunately busy tonight, so it had to be me to give you your spoilers for the night. I'm not the best. This is why I never have done spoilers. I always leave this to those guys. I don't give you that, I don't know, critical thinking that you're gonna need. I'm gonna be sitting here thinking, hey, that could be better. We'll see what happens, and hopefully something good comes out of this. I'm very optimistic about things. But it's wind. Everybody, I'm sure, is shaking, clicking their mouths, wondering, oh no, we're gonna get more cancels. Is this gonna be more overpowered items, or what's happening? But not too bad. We'll take a look and see what it is. They did get the ruler for the week. I was kind of hoping we'd see Carrick or Shayla. Hopefully we'll see them in the coming weeks. One thing I did notice was the ruler is green on the front, black on the back. Seems to be the going thing. So if Carrick is red, Shayla's blue, our last ruler is black. Does it flip over to be black? Flip over to be another color? That'd be interesting. Especially since we've seen the little promotional imagery that shows what 5 rulers we might have. And one seems to be Nyarlathotep. So I would imagine she was red, maybe flipped to black, maybe it's reverse. But let's go ahead and get into the spoilers, and we'll see what happens. So our first card of the night is actually going to be our ruler. Now I was kind of hoping we were going to see Shayla this week, or even Carrick, to see what their sealed abilities actually did. But hey, can't complain. Speaker of Eternal Night. She's a human. Judgment cost of 3, 2 green and a void. I noticed most rulers have this cost more recently. Energize for green and black, not bad. And here's our first keyword ability that we don't really quite know 100% about it. We know what it does based on the text here, but Grimoire for 5. Begin the game with an extra deck of up to 5 story chance. You may not have more than 1 copy of any card in your extra deck. Now, this is interesting because if you look at the card itself, she's holding her book, so it's probably supposed to represent her book and, you know, you flipping through the pages of the book. Now, as to more of like the specifics of these cards that are in the side deck, like say 1 of the chance, does it mean you can only run 3 in your main deck, or could you run 4? Not sure how that works yet. Obviously, we'll find out soon. Now, this is also another reason why I kind of miss getting those articles from Jordan, as he would often explain some of these little things like this. Especially some of the abilities that are going to be in the backside. Maybe now that we have Jeff, you know, being our new global liaison, he'll write some articles for us that help explain some of these spoilers a little bit better. Maybe we'll find out soon. Beyond that, we do have dolls in your hand, gain quick cast, which is pretty neat. We can only, you know, tell how this goes based on the dolls that get revealed later. See, another reason why I shouldn't have done spoilers tonight is this next ability, which is trickily worded. I don't know, maybe some more insight will come by morning when most people are watching this video. So it's a activate ability of 0. Reveal a face down card from your extra deck and keep it revealed until end of game. You may copy that card. If you do, you may play the copy. You have to pay its cost. Play this ability only once per turn. Now, the way I'm interpreting this is if you activate the ability to reveal the card, you have the opportunity of playing the card. I think you have to play it right then and there. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You're going to obviously activate the ability when you have the will to play whatever could be under there, and you have a better idea of what's under there. And then once you've played the card, it looks like you wouldn't be able to play it anymore for the rest of the game, even though it's revealed. It looks like this ability only happens once, you know, per turn. Now, looking at her reverse side, how does that play with this? She comes in, finally has the name Scheherazade. She's a 1,000 flyer, still a human. And like I said, she's now a dark on the reverse side. She still maintains that the dolls in your hand will have quick cast. We've had this ability in the past, kind of on certain cards, either have sealed abilities or applied it only to wind resonators or certain other resonators. It's cool to have it on a ruler, so maybe even more useful now that it's there, as opposed to where it's been in the past. Now, when the card enters a field, put target doll from your graveyard into your hand. Kind of weird. You notice the D, the A, and the O in this are all kind of weird. I kind of hope it says like that, so we have some misprinted cards. So again, yeah, you're going to grab a doll from your graveyard, put it into the field. Pretty neat. Again, we're going to see some cool dolls kind of get revealed here. Now we have a second keyword that we're not too familiar with, legend. and it has an either Legend of 3, Legend of 5. Now, the assumed way this is going to be working is revealed cards from the extra deck. The reason why I say is because some of these abilities, they obviously get better the higher the number, so obviously the more cards that have been revealed, especially since the other side says you only reveal 1 per turn. Now, that would be 5 turns into the game that you wouldn't be able to Judgment till, and you're still paying a total cost of 3 on that. So obviously face-up cards are going to help you activate these abilities when flipping over finally. So the first one is Legend 3. Not too impressive on this one. So when this card enters the field, put target non-Magic Stone, non-J ruler entity your opponent controls on top of its owner's deck. Now the only reason why I say it's not that great is if you spent some of your time playing the game, you flipped 3 event cards, 3 extra deck cards over, and you're flipping over just to do this. Not as big as a payoff as the second ability seems to be. Could have been maybe better, but maybe it's more balanced that it's not that great. So Legend of 5 says, when this card enters the field, search your deck for a doll and put it into the field, then shuffle the deck. Now the reason why this is great is maybe you have really powerful doll. Maybe there's some 5 or 7 cost doll that does something insane. So you run 2 of it. So you're guaranteed to have at least one on the deck by the time you flip over. Maybe there'd be a way to insert these back into your deck. I don't know. But it seems pretty good. I would like that ability coming in, but again, that's 5 turns of playing the game before you can actually even gain this ability when doing Judgment. All right, next card up is we get a doll, a Cleaning Doll for 3. 1 green and 2 void, 7/8. When this card enters the field, destroy target non-Magic Stone, non-J Resonant entity. If you do, you may flip a card in your extra deck face down. Now this is interesting. It's interesting because to me, to pay 3 and to have a 7/8 Resonator that destroys a non-Magic Stone, non-J Resonator, which is essentially what, an addition or a token, I would assume? Or is it token Resonator? Would that not count? Doesn't seem too effective, especially since it comes with an extra cost of flipping a card in your extra deck down, which if you haven't J activated yet, sets you back to really get a useful J activation. But I don't know. Especially since that's technically only additions. I'm on the fence about that. I feel like we're going to see way better dolls than this. Maybe this is a one-of. Maybe this is situational. Alright, so for the next one, it's a Quick Cast Chant. It's the first story that we have, so this will be one of your options for having into your extra deck. Keep wanting to say event deck, I don't know why. So the first one is a green, The Puppet's Last Days. It's a quick cast. As additional cost to play this card, banish a doll. Destroy target Resonator. Now, this is pretty interesting. I mean, it's not bad so far. It would be neat to see, say, a doll that has some sort of activate when hitting the graveyard. And like, oh, this card hits the graveyard, draw a card. Kind of like how Alice's little scout was, 1 blue, when he went to graveyard, you drew a card. That'd be a great doll. Especially to activate with this to destroy one of your opponent's Resonators. Since it says target Resonator. I think it's funny, this little dude over here is just chunking his doll as hard as he can. Guess we'll see what that doll is one day. Alright, now this is a card Colin was upset with. He was upset with it because he had hope of running Mermaids. Now this one is called Unanswered Mermaid Prayers. 1 green, quick cast, chant story. Again, another card that can go into the extra deck. Now, again, quick cast, and says until end of turn, your opponent's weather is clear and cannot change. So this just period resets it. Doesn't matter, I think, if a card said, hey, if your weather changed, change it to this instead. This says it cannot change from clear. Now, Colin was upset because 1, he sees it as a green, sees it as a quick cast, sees it as something else that, green's going to be, taken advantage of, and sees it as shutting down Mermaids. Now, you can see it as shutting down Mermaids, but you can also see it as, hey, Shayla, when she gets her sealed abilities, it's going to be really powerful. So you're going to need to keep her at bay. And this is the way you keep her balanced. But again, we're not going to know until we see those cards. But Colin really wanted me to express to you guys how upset he is. As for me, I'm not too upset about it. Again, because I have that hope of, man, Shayla's going to be super powerful. It's funny though, because it reminds me of like if you play Pokemon, the video game from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Rayquaza, his ability is Airlock. Yeah, Airlock pretty much wipes out any weather conditions that are happening. This is our Rayquaza. All right, guys, that's all I had for you today. I hope I did a good enough job for y'all. Let me know in the comments. Joey and Colin will be back at this later. They're both too busy for today. But if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. Make me feel good about myself. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to support us on Patreon. We really appreciate it. Like, I would love to be able to travel to more GPs, and I can already based on how I can afford things, to be able to meet more of you guys. Like, I feel the Wanderer GP is going to be, you know, really big based on how many people are going to go or say they're going. I'd love to be able to make it to that as well as Colin. But yeah, and also make sure to say hi to us here at Richardson GP. See you next time.